Good day, I am Evan Edison C. Bailan from BSN1A, and I'm going to perform a return demonstration on transferring between bed and wheelchair chair commode. So, first procedure is, prior to performing the procedure, introduce self and verify the client's identity using agency protocol. Explain the transfer process to the client. During the transfer, explain step by step what the client should do. For example, move your right foot forward. So, mayong adlaw nimo sir, ako si Evan Edison C. Bailan from Central Mindanao University. So, pwede ba nang balaan ng pangalan sir?
Pangalan ko si Sam C. Ortega.
Ano sa iyong birthday sir?
July 21, 2008.
So, karon sir, ako ang assigned nurse, student nurse from Central Mindanao University na mag-assist mo na ibalhin ka sa wheelchair sir. So, pretend ni sir na mo na to wheelchair or chair. Ano sa ba na sir? Okay ra ba na sa mga sir?
Kaya
Ako ang mag-instruct sa mga sir kung unsa kailangan buhaton during the procedure sir. Okay ra na sir?
kaya
Sige sir. So, the next procedure is perform hand hygiene and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedures. So, what I have here is alcohol hand base rub. Perform proper hand hygiene. So the next procedure is provide for client privacy since I've already closed the door and there's no curtains here. Let's proceed to the next procedure. Position the equipment appropriately. Lower the bed to its lowest position so that the client's feet will rest flat on the floor. Lock the wheels of the bed. So let's pretend I have a mechanic that will lock the bed here or lower the bed. It's now secure. So place the wheelchair parallel to the bed as close to the bed as possible. Put the wheelchair on the side of the bed that allows the client to move toward his or her stronger side. Lock the wheels of the wheelchair and raise the foot plate. So pretend this is our wheelchair. Lock, raise the foot plate. So next procedure is prepare and assist the client to a sitting position on the side of the bed, following assisting client to sit on the side of the bed dangling. In assisting client to sit. So karon sir, ako na assist na higda sir. Karon sir, atong ikon yung tail sir ha. Sir, atong i-cross. Sir, atong ikon. Sir. Sir. 1, 2, 3, go. Sir. So after that, assess the client for orthostatic hypotension before moving the client from the bed. So sir, okay ra ba ito pamati na sir? Wala ba ta kabati o kanang pangluya sa itong lawas sir?
Naraman.
So let's proceed to the next procedure. Assist the client in putting on a bathrobe and non-skid slippers or shoes. So we have our slippers here. And let's pretend this is a bathrobe. So sir, ato ni isuot sir. Itong isuot sir ha. Ikas po sir. Sir, iba po na hiya sir. So the next procedure is place a gate or transfer belt snugly around the client's waist. Check to be certain that the belt is securely fastened. So, sir, mataad tag gate belt sir, para ni sa imo nakay para nakoy gunitan sa imo pag-transfer sa atong wheelchair sir. Atong ibutan sir ha. Medyo hot ra man siya sir ha. Kira na sir. Kana sir, okay na? Very good sir. So the next procedure is give explicit instructions to the client. Ask the client to move forward and sit on the edge of the bed or surface on which the client is sitting with feet placed flat on the floor. Karon sir, paniliok to tiga sir. 1, 2, 3. Very good sir. So 11 procedure is lean forward slightly from the hips. So what's that? So the next procedure is place the foot of the stronger leg beneath the edge of the bed or sitting surface and put the other foot forward. So I'm going to put my stronger feet here since hindi siya makita. Let's proceed. Assisting the client. Place the client's head on the bed surface or available stable area so that the client can push while standing. So sir, atong ibutang atong kamot diri sir para paggunit na ko si sir, makasabay ka sa akong momentum sir. Okay na sir? Sige sir. So position yourself correctly, stand directly in the front of the client and to the side requiring the most support. Hold the gate or transfer belt with the hand with the nearest hand. The other hand supports the back of the client's shoulder. Lean your trunk forward from the hips, flex your hips, knees, and ankles. Assume a broad stance, placing one foot forward and one back. Brace the client's feet with your feet to prevent the client from sliding forward or laterally. Mirror the placement of the client's feet if possible. So assume a bold stance. So just like this, or maybe like this. You can do this. Just like this. Assume a broad stance. The feet close to the client's feet. So yeah. So let's proceed to the next procedure. Assist the client to stand, then move together toward the wheelchair or sitting area to which you wish to transfer the client. On the count of 3, ask the client to push down against the mattress or side of the bed while you transfer your weight from one foot to the another while keeping your back straight. And stand upright, moving the client forward directly to the center of gravity into a standing position. A mechanical lift may be used for client who can't tolerate the procedure. So karon sir, assist na tindog sira. 1, 2, 3, go. Sir? Kaya na sir? So wait lang. Move ang camera to a better position. Just like that. Just like that. So the next procedure is hold the client. Support the client in an upright standing position for a few moments. So, sir, banan sa tingala dali sir ha? Wala ka ba kabati og kalipungon sir? Sa pagtingin dito sir? Thank you sir. So, next procedure is together, pivot on your foot farthest from the chair and take a few steps toward the wheelchair, bed, chair, or commode or car seat. So, karon sir, banan tingala karon sir ha? Sa backlight sir. And sir, matibang ka na sir. So the next procedure is assist the client to sit, move the wheelchair forward or have the client back up to the wheelchair or desired sitting area and place the legs against the seat. So the next procedure is make sure the wheelchair brakes are on, have the client reach back and feel and hold the arms of the wheelchair. So before assisting the client to sit, hold the brakes. And the next procedure is stand directly in the front of the client, place one foot forward and one back, tightening Tighten your grasp on the transfer belt and tighten your gluteal, abdominal, leg, and arm muscles. Have the client sit down while you bend your knees and lower the client to the wheelchair seat. So, karon sir, assist ka sir ha. 1, 2, 3, go. Kaya ba na sir? Very good sir. So after that, ensure client safety. Ask the client to push back into the wheelchair seat. So sir, ato itong talikod ta gamay sir para comfortable ka sir ha. Sir, okay na sir? Comfortable na sir? So, after that, remove the gate or transfer belt. Ano na ko sir ha? And place them near if any emergency occurs. Lower the foot plates and place the client's feet on them if applicable. So that's it. And let's proceed to the variation transferring with a belt with and two nurses. So let's proceed to the variation transferring with a belt and two nurses. So even if a client is able to partially bear weight and is cooperative, it still may be safer to transfer a client with assistance of two nurses. If so, you should position yourself on both sides of the client, facing the same direction as the client. Flex your hips, knees, and ankles. Grasp the client's transfer belt with the hand closest to the client, and with the other hand support the client's elbow. So, sir, taas sa transfer belt, sir. Sir, dapat pabalin. Ano, isa tag kamatri. Yeah. So the next procedure is coordinating with efforts. All three of you stand simultaneously, pivot, and move to the wheelchair. Reverse the process to lower the client into the wheelchair seat. So karon, sir, in a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. That's the sir. And karon na sir. 1, 2, 3, oh. And that's how you transfer a client with two nurses. So the next procedure is variation transferring a client with an injured lower extremity. So the procedure is when a client has injured lower extremity, movement should always occur towards the client's unaffected strong side. For example, if the client's right leg is injured and the client is sitting on the edge of the bed preparing to transfer to a wheelchair, position the wheelchair on the client's left side. So for this, what we're going to do is sir, atong ibutang atong kamot sir sa akong paga sir. Sir, position yourself, stand straight. And in a count of 3 sir, lindot ka sir ha. 1, 2, 3, go. Sir, hindi ka sir. Lingkod to sir, in a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. Lingkod to sir. Sir, very good sir. Atras ka kamay sir. Very good. And that's how you transfer a client with an injured lower extremity. Next, for the next variation, using a slide board, where clients who cannot stand but are able to cooperate and possess sufficient upper body strength, use a slide board to help them move without a nursing assistant. So since I don't have a slide board here, let's pretend this is a slide board. So here, if the client is here, if the client is here and this is the wheelchair, what we're going to do is attach this here and to the bed. Like what you're going to have to assist the client to slide in this board to the wheelchair. And that's how you do it when you transfer a client using a slide board. So after all the procedures, document all the relevant information. This is for the safety of the client and for future purposes. That is all. Thank you.